Today's iconic Eateries of South Florida edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by TransWorld Business Advisors.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Luby, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. And boy, oh boy, do we have a special treat in store for everyone today. We are at the world-famous, legendary Café Seville with the one and only Joey Esposito. Joey!
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah, and none of the tracks are racing around the country. Everybody is frozen out, and so we were able to drag Joey and get him onto the camera. A very rare appearance. I know that you're very, camera shy, but this is an iconic Eateries edition. We even got Jeff Defo in the house, Andy Cagnetta of TransWorld Business Advisors. How is everybody doing today, gentlemen?
Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
Nice crisp day here in South Florida.
And we are, again, Café Seville. It is celebrating its 40th anniversary this year. Defo, I was asking Joey before we started how you two first met and when you first stepped in here.
You know, as I walk up here, I was a few parking spaces down because I was going to free side here because I did get a ticket one time. So be careful about that, even though it seems like it's all on a level. Oh, they shine it on.
He's taking care of it.
I know Sally is, she just parks there and they all know it's her car. But I go way back. Half my life flashes in front of my face when I come in here. I've been here with first-time starters, wives, ex-wives. I had my very first experience here. They were open for lunch at the time. And I used to tell people this is the most incredible lunch deal I've ever seen in my life in any restaurant anywhere in the world. I mean, you can make that part of the plaque dedication because it was like $9 for a giant portion of anything with Santa Fe sauce on it. I'm going to be a fan of. Yeah. And I started telling people about the place, and I started coming here, and it became my favorite restaurant, maybe that I've ever been in any time in my lifetime, certainly for the number of times I've been here. Celebrated my 70th birthday here with a bunch of people. Nice. They stiffed me with the check. I ended up having to pay for everybody. It was very nice of Joey to comp a couple of desserts.
Do you remember our bond, though? Do you remember our bond?
Our bond was Hacky Reitman,
there you go.
The late great Hacky Reitman, boxer and neurosurgeon, who he was an orthopedic surgeon, and you were wondering why he wanted to have the crap beaten out of his hands while he was doing all these surgeries. But he was two different guys, Joey. You can describe him better than anybody, and a very influential guy in the community like Andy.
And he recently passed.
He recently passed away,
Dr. Hacky, and
you would talk to him as a physician, and he was like Dr. Marcus Welby, and then you would talk to him as his boxer alter ego, and he was Joe Palooka.
He never got knocked out. Never got knocked
He
out.
never got me down, Ray. You can hear him saying something like that.
Cut me, Mickey, cut me.
Well, this is one of those places where, again, you can't. A really disparate group of people who all love good food and camaraderie, and you come in here. This is basically the Fort Lauderdale version of Cheers, only with much better food.
Yeah, I agree.
Highly elevated.
And
by that
again,
standard.
you pay tribute to Dr. Hacky. I see you painted a little quote on the wall with his boxing gloves, and it says, "It all happens at Café Seville." And for those who haven't been here, describe what this place is like on any given night.
You never know who's going to be in here. Just the regular people of Fort Lauderdale. And we have some amazing people to come in here, and we have some characters that come in here. But the food's phenomenal.
I've never gotten thrown out though, Joey. I find that
true,
a distinction I've yet to achieve, which I'm looking forward to one day. Maybe I'll show up with somebody whose name we don't mention here on the show.
Exactly.
Getting a jackpot, rooting in a horse at Turfway.
So now, Andy Cagnetta of TransWorld Business Advisors. You have familiarity with this place. I know that you came in with a group last year. and you
Yeah,
had-
yeah, no, of course. I mean, it's legendary, and we used to be up this street from here, so we used to come down for those $9 lunches as well.
That was unreal, yeah.
Yeah.
And not enough people were onto it, which was the
Right.
good thing if you wanted to come
Yeah.
in. But wow, that was some deal.
Have you ever thought about reviving lunch service here, Joe?
Never.
Never.
Yeah, there you go.
He was losing his fanny on that.
It's
what are you
called-
talking about?
It's called a liquor license.
Yeah. That's true.
Which we-
Yeah, so let's go back a little bit. And again, I sing the praises of this place. I first came here probably, in the early 90s. You let's take it back. The place opened up 40 years ago, and it was two brothers from Spain.
Antonio and Jose.
Okay.
They opened up in '86.
And then you happened to find out that they were returning to Spain, and you bought the joint, right?
One brother left going back to Spain. The other brother wanted to sell it, and we came in and we
And-
bought it.
And you and Sally, your better half,
Yes.
who roams the floor also. Like the two of you, it's really old
She's the
world.
matriarch. She's
Yeah.
the matriarch of the whole
Right.
place.
And you use the word elegance and class. I mean, when she
Thank
comes in, she's always
I'm-
had a very nice dress on.
She's
She's
perfect.
She's working the floor. It's always a pleasure to come in here. And as you said, you never know who's going to come in because, like, usually I find other restaurateurs from the local area.
Yeah.
Anthony Bruno, I've seen in here.
Mark Goldberg's in here all the
Yeah,
time.
Goldberg, Steve
Comes
DePuzzo,
up.
I've seen in here.
The guy
I
from
mean,
Shuck and Dive.
Yeah,
He-
Stars from
he's
Shuck
on
and
the,
Dives in here. He
frequent
was in
visitor.
last night. Yeah.
and then you also have a variety of you never know which NFL or college coaches or assistant coaches you'll run into.
a lot of recruiting was going on here. back in
Yeah,
the
tomorrow
day,
night
was
we
it
got,
not?
we
I
got some
mean,
of the big boys coming in. We got Texas coming in tomorrow night. They made reservations, and who else was it? I think it was Clemson's coming in. tomorrow night.
Pittsburgh was quite a connection for you, as I recall.
Oh.
In fact, that was how we first came in touch with the great Charlie Partridge,
Yeah, which
who
Notre
became a
Dame
good
now.
friend of ours
Notre
over
Dame.
the years. Yeah, now in Notre Dame after
Yeah.
being with Indianapolis.
Charlie will be down.
Beautiful,
here.
yeah. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
huge fan. No, it was always great. You never know what kind of celebrity status, but you treated everybody the same, and that was the beauty of it.
That's the way we were brought up.
Yeah.
So
Grew up-
tell me a little bit about your background. You grew up in Pittsburgh. How did you get into the business, the restaurant industry?
I came down here in 1989 with Tony Saragusa,
Mm.
and we just turned around, and he didn't get drafted, and I started working at restaurants, Pier Street Annex. I worked at Sage. I worked at Eduardo's on Las Olas, and there was a master chef at Eduardo's.
Mhm.
His name was Alfredo, and he started me as a dishwasher, and I stayed with him for 4 years, and he taught me
You were back of
Everything.
the house. You were
Yeah,
a chef.
on the back.
And-
Wasn't a chef yet, but he taught me everything
Mhm.
that I knew, and I one day wanted my own restaurant. I
And this was
saved up.
it.
This was it.
Now,
Wow.
were you daunted by the fact that it's a Spanish restaurant and you grew
Yeah,
up Italian?
people ask me that. People walk in there still think it's a how come there's no pastas on the menu? I go to Runway. We don't do pasta.
But you do have some of the best fresh fish dishes in town, and the stuffed veal chop, which
Yeah.
I love so much that I basically need it once every 6 months, despite my cardiologist's warnings.
There was a restaurant in town called Old Florida Seafood House.
Mhm.
Remember that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And
26th Street.
It was a fish house.
Mm.
No one else does fish like that anymore, and that was what I wanted to do.
Basic,
Fish,
simple.
South Florida, fish, fresh. And that's what we built our reputation on. That's what we take pride in.
Yeah, and now I don't know if you can see it off to the side behind Defo is the legendary blackboard that is wheeled around. They've got several of them in here, but it shows the daily specials, the daily catch, the fish of the day, and that's one of the things that you just don't change things here,
No,
right?
No. Listen, Israel's been in the kitchen for 35 years. We have over 230 years of 6 people working here. It's unheard of anymore.
The other thing too that's cool. I mean, when you order off the board, which it saves you having to squint and read the menu.
Sure.
But it's funny too when you bring first-time starters in here and they're looking at the menu, you're like, forget about that. Guy's going to be rolling the board over.
Yeah.
But I always love this, and Mayo Man, you get enough complaints about how people operate in different restaurants, what their policies are. I love that you'll change up anything on
Anything.
there, and so I'm a big fan of the Santa Fe sauce. I could put that on anything and eat that the rest of my life. And it doesn't matter what fish it's supposed to be on. If you want a different type of fish, they'll change it up for you. And that's one of the things that makes this place so great.
Any way you want it, we'll do it.
Joey is an old school restaurateur, which means he's in the yes business. He's not into having
Yes.
rules and you can't do that, you can't do that. He just wants you to come in, have a good time, and pay the bill at the end of the
That's all.
night.
That's all.
You want the octopus franchise? Done.
He'll do anything.
He doesn't
back
care what
here.
kind of look he gets
I
from
ran
the chef.
across and got pizzas the other night for some kids in here. Whatever it takes. Make
Really?
the customer
There
happy.
you go.
And you've been on this block so long. You're known as like the mayor. I mean, if other restaurateurs run out of something, they come in.
Whatever
hit-
you want, help
Yeah,
help
no,
yourself.
You're a good neighbor. You're a good person, and you run a great restaurant. Let's talk about. It used to be just that one, side, the dining room with the kitchen,
Correct.
but then you had the chance to expand. When was that? And it is.
About 8 months before COVID,
Mm.
we opened it up, and wasn't a good idea at the time.
But
Trying to
uh,
expand, yeah.
We started, we just separated people out, and we had the extra room, and we got lucky because if we just had the small place, we'd have closed up because you couldn't do 3 or 4 tables.
Right. No, and
You
this
know.
place, this extension, you have a couple other dining rooms, private dining area, but this bar has really become a hub.
Oh yeah,
And I just love coming in here with Val, and we just sit at the bar. You never know who's going to be
everybody
here.
knows everybody in here. It's cozy. You know when someone's never been in here for the first time. They come in, Kevin's behind the bar, we get them an appetizer, make them feel comfortable. Next thing you know, they become a regular.
Your bartenders are great. You got
Phenomenal
Kevin
bartenders.
during the middle part, early part of the week. Vanessa,
I have Lauren,
mhm.
I have Renee. I got great people. Great
and
people.
you wanted to feature some of your, I guess, fine selection of
these-
bourbons
yeah,
and
these
whiskeys.
are
You got
these are
Bib and Tucker
Bib and
Redemption.
Tucker, and we got
Rye.
Redemption. We sell so much of this. People love it. Everybody comes in the high end stuff. You can order this. It's the best.
All right, so it is a dinner-only establishment. It's
Mhm.
open 6 days a week. It is closed on Sundays because that's the day you go to your
Our-
church, which is Our Lady of Gulfstream.
Our Lady of Gulfstream.
Yep.
We're
Our
there.
Lady of Paramutual, I think it was known as.
And there is heavy praying going
Yes.
on there.
Oh. All right, we got a big mass this Sunday there.
All right, let's talk a little bit about.
Do you see a little price hike on the Monday dinners?
I do see a digit change there.
Yeah.
A zero
You see
went
like
to
an
a one.
erasure there, and it's like went up $1.
No, you get great value here. Andy, what do you have a favorite here? Do you that you usually get?
I'm going for the fish. The swordfish is one of my favorite
Oh,
dishes.
yeah.
So
So it's one of our number one selling
yeah,
fishes.
I love coming up here for that.
Yeah, so it's all good here. And again,
I have to try the Santa Fe sauce.
my
You
Santa
ever
Fe
tried
sauce
it?
is great. I could, like I said, I could take
Put
that
on shoe leather.
intravenously and be happy.
Shoe
but,
leather.
and then the other thing, obviously, you can't leave here without having the ayejo, gambas ayejo.
yeah, with the
my-
garlic sauce, and then
a glass of sangria, and you're set.
and-
even if
and
you're
you-
at the bar. Yeah.
and you're forgetting one of the most essential parts, Defo, which is
Oh,
that
the
bread
bread, yeah.
basket, right?
You're forgetting about the tre leche too.
The tres.
Ah,
we
the
haven't
tres
got to
leche.
dessert
All right,
yet. We're
well,
getting there. We're getting there.
We're on our
Right.
first
No,
course here.
We
Johnny.
start again. Bring out this warm bread of beautiful, crusty
Comes from-
sourdough bread. Comes
Comes
from
from Grand Forno. It's the
Yes.
one of the best bakeries in
best
town.
anywhere.
And it gets that crusty bread. You dunk it in either the Santa Fe sauce or the garlic sauce, and you're off to the races. And then you have a couple of cocktails or have a glass of wine or the sangria. It's a fantastic experience. And the whole old school thing here, like to make a reservation, you call up and
I
then
call
you'll
everybody back.
Yep.
Everybody.
Or,
write
or if
these
you have
down.
his
Yep.
cell phone number, you
Yeah,
call him
trust-
half an
yeah.
hour on a Saturday night at 8:30. So I got 6 people, Joe. You got room?
Yeah,
I'll work something out, is what he always says.
we'll figure it out.
It's all good. Well, you mentioned your late great friend Tony Siragusa, and he was a big part of here, right? He
was here all the time.
Yeah,
You know, his kids still come in. I'm blessed to have them come in all the time. It's like they're family to me.
yeah. I can't believe it's been almost
3 years.
since
It's
he's
been
gone.
3.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been 3.
And you have one of his helmets are still
Yeah,
up
his
behind the
helmets are
bar.
up there.
Yeah, you got
You
some-
know, his oars in here. Trust me.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah, it's a
Well, what was the
beautiful
goose's dish? I mean, when he came in, I would imagine the
he
stuffed chop.
liked the Malusa.
Oh yeah, that's
Double
my
order
favorite.
Malusa over rice with Santa Fe sauce.
What's the Malusa?
Oh, we have that in
It is-
common. Yeah.
It's also called hake. It's a fish that
Oh, it's a hake.
hard,
Okay,
it's hard to find fresh right now.
Yeah.
So.
it's a it's again every style. This is what I love about you. You know, when I was a critic, and I go around some of these restaurants that were like supposedly high-end seafoods, and some of them are chains, and all you have is like fish from Alaska or the Northeast or South African lobster tails. I'm like, where's the Florida? Where's the fresh fish? And you got grouper, you got
Snapper, wahoo.
the
Yellowtail,
swordfish.
always
Yeah,
great.
Right. Yeah. Wahoo's good too.
It's
Yeah, and the staff here, you can't go unmentioned.
No.
I mean, the people have been here for a long time. And where else can you get a story about I just missed a pick six, but from CJ.
Hey, where's my waiter at? He'll be back in a minute. Go outside.
He's
He's by
back
the
there
dumpster.
watching the
put it-
ninth
he's
inning.
sweating.
He's sweating out the fourth leg of a pick five. Yeah. No, you've got
you've got
CJ.
people that have been with you for the longest of
CJ,
time.
Aldo, everybody, 28,
Surge.
30.
Surge.
Surge has been here 40 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pepe, 37 years.
This is a veteran crew that is
Yeah.
like,
They're the
the
best.
pros. These are professional waiters. They've worked at some of the best establishments around town going back decades.
Oh.
And it's one of the things that makes the experience here so great. So
Yeah, you never feel pushed or rushed here. No matter how long
No.
you're taking, you don't get the look,
No.
from these guys. So it's always great.
It's an experience. Just come in, enjoy yourself, and have a nice time.
yeah. And
my waiters are entertainment for you.
Yeah.
now you mentioned the dessert is the famous one is the tres leches cake, but the
Correct.
one that I've been turned on to lately, which I really was, I was like, where have you been all my life? The Spanish
tiramisu.
Spanish
It's
tiramisu.
phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
What makes it Spanish? What's the little difference with it?
He does toasted almonds, and he'll put a little liquor 43 in it.
Okay.
With the espresso.
Yeah, those crunchy toasted almonds. You know how I feel about crunch, Defo. It's just
You like it. They also have the, what is it, the flourless
Chocolate cake.
chocolate cake.
Got crema
I got hooked on
catalana.
that for a while.
It's like a creme brulee.
Creme brulee
Yeah.
is a classic.
Yes.
But the tres leches
It's-
is
it's-
unparalleled anywhere.
He makes 25 cakes a week of it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, just
no.
you
It's
get
like,
it's crazy.
if you were to compile, there's places I call perennials in Café Seville in Fort Lauderdale, South Florida is one of the perennials. And you got the signature dishes, and your signature dish, besides all the great fish, is the tres leches cake. I mean, it has become renowned,
Dude.
and
The paella.
the paella for one,
Yeah.
paella for two, served in a
Paella.
skillet.
It's a paella factory back there sometimes.
And tell me, Christmas time, you actually prepare papayas to go.
We did this year. I think we did 170 to go.
Wow.
So-
Plus, we're open for dinner too, so that was crazy.
So for next year's holidays, if you want to bring home a pan of paella, you just give this guy a call and put your order in a couple of weeks ahead of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's all good. But meanwhile, you can come in here any night except Sunday and get the paella, get a fish dish. It's all good. You want to get to the ceremonies, Andy? Because
Sure.
part of the iconic eateries, what we do here is we present a plaque that just
There you go.
distinguishes you. And I'm going to have Andy read the inscription, and then you could hang it wherever you want, Joey. Bathroom,
going
garage.
right up
Right,
there.
right.
Okay.
So it's the iconic eatery of South Florida, presented to Café Seville, established 1986, a Fort Lauderdale perennial featuring gracious old world hospitality, a cozy and convivial atmosphere.
Oh,
I
that's
got to
a good word.
remember
Yeah,
the
what is that?
writers writing these.
Who came up with
Yeah,
that?
right.
How's
Me.
it look
Mayo.
on the plaque?
Yeah,
Is it
fresh
spelled right?
fish and delicious Spanish classics, including legendary paella and tres leches cake.
You see the paella and
Yeah.
the tres
There
leches
you
cake
go.
made it
January
onto the plaque.
2026.
Nice.
Presented by
Michael.
Mike's Mayo's Lunchbox and sponsored by
Thank you so
TransWord.
much.
All
Thank
right.
you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations,
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know
Thanks, Steve.
I know how much you don't like going on camera. It's so incongruous. There's another big word
I like
because
one-on-one.
you love
I love
working the room.
one-on-one. I love work. Exactly.
You come in, you haven't seen the first time. He's like, "Hey, how are you?" You treat them like old family. Hey, bring them an appetizer on meat. And that's how you get people hooked. I mean,
You treat them right. You treat them. You go in these corporate restaurants anymore. The managers don't come and say hi to you. How's dinner?
That's not.
It's
for
a
you.
lost
No.
art. It's a lost art what
It-
we do anymore.
That's why we honor places like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate you and Sally and the whole crew here. It is so good. And it's been 10 years since I wrote a review about Café Seville and you and Sally for the Sun Sentinel back when I
Didn't even know who you
had a
were.
respectable job. At that point,
Serge picked you off.
Serge I knew from
Yeah.
various places
Because Mike
previously.
Mayo's here. Who's Mike Mayo? He's
He's the new guy. He's the new. Well, I mean, I'd been at the paper as a
Yes.
sports writer. You probably read
Yes.
some of my scribblings, and but the when I became the food critic, I was like, you know what, I got to pay tribute to this place, especially when it was 30 years. And among the things I wrote is that it's not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's not one of these places like these Spanish, frou-frou modern places with foams and molecular gastronomy. This is just straight up food, fresh, great ingredients prepared straight up. And I said this place is happily stuck in time.
Yep.
Because you don't change a thing.
Nope.
And you respect your customers, you say yes to requests, and you have that beautiful blackboard that people can just see the daily specials. So
The other thing too is the atmosphere. You can come in here, like I said, with a first-time starter, and she'll think you are a man of wealth and taste, like you were in a Rolling Stones song, and you can have a nice, quiet, romantic time, or you can have, especially since the expansion, you can have a semi-wild time with a big party.
bar. It's cozy.
And it always feels good. It always
Yep.
feels comfortable, whatever you're doing. So, and people talk to each other at the tables, because you end up, hey, what the hell you got over there? And that looks great.
Yep.
So yeah, that's all part of it. And of course, Joey coming around and saying, appetizers and coffee on me. And you're thinking, oh, good. Because I wasn't sure if my credit card was going to clear. But no, and reasonably priced too, on top of everything else, which is amazing.
yeah, compared to some of the places that you go on Las Olas or the beach, it is very, very reasonably priced.
Yep.
And it's just old world, great stuff. Come on in, 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. Café Seville is the name, and I wish you another 40 years, my friend.
Wow.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
All right.
And
I
we're
know
not going to change a thing.
I'm going to ask you one more question, then I'm
Go.
going to let you go because I know how much you
Go ahead.
are
I'm
uncomfortable.
fine. Go ahead.
All right. All right. Well, all right. Well, because we could take 2 breaks on this show. We'll do a break, maybe come back. Because I do want to talk to you about some more topics in the restaurant world, but it's all good. Let us take the first break, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more with Joey Esposito here at Café Seville in Fort Lauderdale. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Café Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Café Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. A tradition for South Florida sports fans for more than 30 years, Shenanigans. It's at 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach, the place to go for all your favorite teams and events and food that's not your ordinary sports bar fare. Award-winning wings, burgers, fresh fish, and more, TV screens galore, and all-day happy hour specials. The kitchen and bar are open into the wee hours, perfect for late-night bites, and very close to the airport. For playoff action, football season, and a good time anytime, Shenanigans. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Fresh local fish, a sophisticated setting. I'm talking about Corvina Seafood Grill. It's at 110 Plaza Real South in Boca Raton, just south of Palmetto Park Road. It's the place to go for the freshest and local seafood and fish, some of it with a Peruvian twist like their great ceviches. It's open 7 days for dinner. They also have happy hours 7 days a week. You don't want to miss it. It's a great place. CorvinaBocaRaton.com for more information and reservations. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Same great Thai food, beautiful new location. I'm talking about Eat Thai, now in Boca Raton at 6299 North Federal Highway. Thai cuisine is having a moment, and Chef Sopanut makes some of the best in South Florida. A hip and modern spot with authentic Thai street food and some innovative twists. The spicy oxtail soup, Thai bouillabaisse, shrimp ceviche, and classic noodle dishes will wow you. And they now offer full liquor and craft cocktails too. Open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Go to eatthaiflorida.com for more information. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. I'm getting my bottles in a row here because we do want to talk about the bar. Your bartenders, they, I don't know, they give very generous pours. I always tip them well, but I guess that's one of your philosophies.
Usually we give 3 glasses to a bottle of wine. Everybody else does 4. They measure them, just pour. Enjoy.
All right. So for you, did you ever think about like expanding, opening up another one, another location? You
don't want it. Stay in my lane. Take care of my customers. That ship has sailed.
Okay, got it. No, and I appreciate, again, that's that old school mentality.
Yeah, I mean,
and the other thing, Joey. So I wanted to ask, going from the back of the house kitchen to the front, what why did you want to do that? And was it a natural thing for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I love meeting people. I love taking care of people. And this is what I love to do. And I'm so happy where I'm at in life right now. And I'm happy for the people I have around me. And I couldn't ask for anything else.
How long do you think you could keep doing it? It's a tough business, long hours, all that. Yeah.
Coughing takes me out.
Really? Wow, that is
toes first.
That's it.
Coming out toes first.
It's all I know. It's what I love.
No, it's
how many people go to work and they retire and 2-3 years later they're done. They're
right.
gone.
And so you don't play golf. I mean, you play the horses, but you can do that right here. That's
I
the beauty.
exercise. I got I get my work in at the gym. I walk. Got my dogs. I'm happy.
So, Defo, like when you come in here, do you see a lot of sports figures besides Hacky Reichman and the football coaches? And is that one of the things that kind of
the first thing I see is the board, and I'm thinking, what am I getting here? I mean, it's going to be great. This is one of those places too, Mayo Man. You can appreciate this, where you have a restaurant where you're thinking about what am I going to get this time, if you're familiar with the menu, and it's a case where you're often indecisive because there's like too many great choices. And what I like too is you never see any tables where the people look like they're disappointed. And this is a place too you can recommend to people who are coming into town that are visitors. I've done that. I brought visitors in here from out of town, local people. I can't wait to recommend the place. Anytime that you want to do something, have some fun with some people, this is always a spot to go. And I don't know that I've ever come away with somebody that said, "Oh, That was not anything like you said. Always above and beyond even the most rave of expectations and highest of expectations. So, says a lot about this place. They've been able to do it for so long at such a high level, and it just always makes you feel good to come to Cafe Seville. That's a hard thing to really have as your brand, but it's been that way here for as long as I've been coming. So, greatly appreciated.
Is there anything on the menu that you haven't tried yet that you want to? That's
You know what?
sleeper?
I'm a little reluctant to order the rabbit when it's on there, man. Only because I used to serve it in that Moroccan restaurant I worked at. It was known as lapin, and I was always surprised. It was rarely ordered back then. This was in the '70s in LA, but I've had it, but I'm always inclined to get the seafood here. That would be my
There you
first
go.
instinct.
We go through about 20 rabbits a week. I can't believe how much rabbit. It's so
Really?
good. So good.
Rabbit.
That I'm
And then
surprised
I
by.
get-
It's
get-
actually good, yeah.
Then I get the true Italians in and ate it with their hands.
Oh, they pick
You know,
it up
take
and
the
just
they
hit the
go
bones.
and you watch it, and that's what it's about right there.
Now, do you put
Yeah.
rabbit in the paella, or can you do that on request?
We could do black paella, which is to eat from the squid. We can do conejo paella.
And the
No
conejo
problem.
is the rabbit.
Correct.
And again, you don't see it on a lot of menus.
No.
And I guess that's
No.
why you've become known for having the dish. And it's a classic Spanish
Yeah,
thing.
watch Peter show up now.
Yeah. Have you ever had the rabbit or rabbit anywhere, Andy?
I have not had the rabbit. I got to try.
It's like
it,
eating chicken thighs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a
It
It's-
sounds
it's very
good.
similar,
It sounds
yeah.
great.
and the sauce you prepare it in is like a
It's
green pepper.
apple sauce,
Yeah, green peppercorn. Yeah.
rosemary.
I've had the sheep head. That's another
Oh,
Italian thing. You know?
Yeah,
All good. You know, one thing I always recommend here is also the maiti salad, right? Which is with the hearts of palm.
hearts of palm, watercress, toasted almonds, mushrooms,
Yeah,
and
it's a good one.
homemade vinaigrette we make here. It's very refreshing, great for the palate. It's delicious.
Yeah, and then for people who, after the excess of the holidays want to eat a little bit on the lighter side, this place is perfect because you come in and you have one of those salads. You maybe have a shrimp in the garlic sauce or the Santa Fe sauce, and have a piece of fish. It's
You're done.
It's light. It keeps you light on your
Yeah.
toes. So all good. All right, Joey, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to cut you
Thank you.
loose.
There you
And
go.
Appreciate you. Thank
and-
you so
Thanks,
much,
Joey.
everybody.
And I'm gonna
We'll be
start-
back in
Appreciate
soon.
you.
A pleasure, my
Thank
friend.
you. Thank
Always.
you.
We'll
I'm
be
going to
in soon.
keep this segment
you.
going, though, by
Go ahead.
asking Andy what's going on in your world with businesses, and have things loosened up in terms of the aftermath of the federal shutdown and getting the loans loosened so deals can close
Yeah.
and people can.
We finally closed a whole bunch of deals in December and January. We had a very good January so far. So businesses still booming. People are still moving down here to South Florida. So much interest, people opening businesses and, just coming down here. You see Palm Beach being the Wall Street of the South and Miami being the gateway to South America. And I think Broward has a little bit of we're trying to be the transportation center. I heard from some folks. We're trying to be the boating capital, the
Yep.
airplane maintenance and capital of the world, and even working on some of the other modes of transportation.
Yachts,
down here.
mega
Right.
yachts, the port, and the
Yep.
brand new Omni Hotel, which
It was nice.
Yeah,
Have you been there yet?
I have not been in there.
Yeah,
And
it's beautiful.
apparently, they have a great sports bar too, which I have to.
I
check
didn't go to
out.
the sports bar. I went to the rooftop bar, and it was beautiful setting. Just tapas kind of like food, but some nice drinks, and it's going to help that convention center. It's the only convention center in the country that's on the water, that has a water view like that, and they have the whole back promenade set up to have outdoor functions while there's indoor functions going on.
So
It's pretty spectacular.
it's another thing that makes
Yep.
it attractive for businesses. That's all good. Football talk. Did you get to see the championship games? And do you have any predictions or thoughts about the Super Bowl?
I'm not a New England fan, even though my brother moved to Boston. My other one's in Providence, and we grew up giant Yankee fans, so we hate anything Boston. Right? So
Yeah.
You're like our friend
Right.
Ken, the professor, who's
Right.
a part-time producer and then host here on the Lunchbox.
So I know, my daughter lives in Seattle, and we have a connections out in Seattle now. So we're rooting for Seattle.
Hard for Seattle. The opening line, I think, was what 2.5,
4.5.
4.5. Okay.
4.5.
Yeah, so that's a big. I don't know.
Tough number. I mean, seems about right. I would have thought that would be about where it'd be, and I think it's going to stay there. So we shall see. What about your food angle? Seattle versus Boston.
Oh, right. Because I like to
Ah.
handicap football games, especially playoff games, on just asking myself the simple question, which city, which place I would rather go and eat, spend the weekend eating.
I think it's
Seattle versus New
Boston.
England. Like New England look, they got great seafood.
Who's really
chowder,
familiar with
lobster.
Seattle dining, though?
no.
That Seattle is like, coffee shops, the birthplace of Starbucks. They have the fish market, the
A
seafood
lot of good
market.
Asian food.
Pike's Market,
food.
a lot of good sushi,
Right.
a lot of good salmon. But
Wasn't it like the grunge capital of
It
the
was.
world? So
It was.
yeah, if it was a music matchup,
Yeah.
it would be Seattle in a landslide. But for the
Well, I
food
don't
way,
know. You
I don't
got
know about
you got the
yeah.
Aerosmith guys up there in Boston. You got
oh, that's true. Who else came out of Boston? Jay Giles band, maybe, or
and
something.
the Cars.
Oh, the Cars, Rick
Cars,
Ocasek.
yeah.
Yeah.
Came out of Boston.
All right. Well, I think food wise, I would give the nod to New England. So maybe I'll take the points
All right.
and
there
a
you
cup
go.
of chowder to go. So that's all good. Hey, we got a big week coming up here on the Lunchbox, besides being here today. And I do thank Joey because he is very, very reluctant. He's kind of like the Greta Garbo meets J.D. Salinger of restaurateurs in that, like, in person, great,
Nice.
but to get him on for like
Right.
formal interview.
Surprising too, because he's very outgoing when he's in the
Yeah,
restaurant.
no, he's very.
I mean, he walks up to
gregarious.
anybody and
Yes.
he stands by the table. It's always a nice. I mean, it's one of the great touches. We've talked about this before, where you like to have contact with the people. It makes you feel welcome,
I had
like
a
you're in somebody's home.
I had a group here from Minnesota, and I brought them in. Well, my franchisees from Minnesota. I had a group of about 15 people in here, and I think some of the ladies went out toes first because they were polishing off some good
Oh,
wine
nice, yeah.
and some whiskeys, and it was the food was just fantastic. And their request to me was, we want to go out to a South Florida style restaurant where we can get some good fish and get some good food.
And this is the place.
And
I
this
mean,
was the
this,
place.
and people wouldn't necessarily think of a Spanish/continental restaurant
Right.
as being the best place in town
And-
for fresh fish. But
And
it
the
is.
Vikings were on TV that
Oh.
night. It was last year, and the Vikings were on TV for the playoff game. And they said, wherever we go, we have to have a TV. And Joey hooked us up in the back room.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had the
nice.
TV on. He even turned the sound on. It was great.
And did he give you any horse tips? Because usually that's one of the
Yeah.
bonuses. You come in here and he's like scoping out the late double at Asanobia Downs or something like that. It's not to say that he's transfixed by the horses, but that's
He
one of the
must-
reasons
He
why.
must be pretty good at it, like Defoe.
Oh yeah, he is.
If he's like me right now, I'd be face down in the gutter if it wasn't for my dog.
No, but you hit the
I
Skippy.
mean-
You hit the Skippy long stocking on the Pegasus Cup this past weekend at 21-1, and I think that deserves a nice piece of fish and some gambas with the Santa Fe
I
sauce.
mean, I have to say, of all the times that we've gone to restaurants where you were hoping they put something out there, I had my mind set on a little gambas ayejo coming in here. Now I'm going to have to come back later on when they open up.
There you
'cause,
go.
yeah, that's irresistible stuff.
I guess Joey didn't really take to my suggestion of reopening for lunch, or at least maybe just
No.
one day a week, like
You know
Anthony's
what?
Rebel
I think he
84.
might have leased that out to somebody else.
Oh, yeah?
'cause, it was there are a few places around town where they have like outstanding lunch deals where the lunch portion is just about what you would get if you ordered the dinner portion, and you're talking about at a third of the price sometimes, maybe even a quarter of it. Anthony's Clam House is like that. I just dropped somebody off there. Their lunch deals are fantastic. You're thinking about lunch specials like Flanagan's and other places like that. But when a high-ender or a higher-end restaurant has that, very unusual. And this was far and away the best deal I'd ever seen on a lunch. But I
What
think
a-
after a while he leased it out to somebody else and then just handled the dinner. I'm not sure about that.
And we'll note, like, a couple of our sponsors also are running great lunch specials now. Our friends at Camille's over in Oakland Park, there, right on the other side of Oakland Park Boulevard here on the Dixie Highway. They're running great lunch specials. And also our friend Eddie Pozzoli. We were in Prezzo last week in Boca, and they have a $15 lunch special. All these sandwiches or some main courses. And again, these days, $15 is the new $10 in terms of lunch specials, and it's very hard for these restaurateurs to eke out any profit these days with the food costs, labor costs, insurance, overhead, all these things. So we salute anybody that could give any kind of good deals. So, and great value here every night. Oh, so anyway, the rest of the week. Tomorrow we're going to be at Juan's, where we've already done an iconic eatery because they've been in business 4 generations since 1966, and it's always good to see Alex. Coming off a triumphant week at the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. He hosted a dinner on Wednesday night. He took part in the Asian Walk and Roll event on Thursday night, and then he was at the grand tasting on Saturday. So
and he survived Christmas Eve.
And I saw on his Facebook or his Instagram the other day that Lee Schrago, who's the director and kind of impresario of the South Beach Wine and Food Festival, made his way into Juan's for a first-time visit and just raved about it, saying this is the Chinese place that kind of reminds him of he grew up in Long Island and loved that. So we'll catch up with Alex tomorrow, and then Thursday is going to be a big day. Defo, we got we're going to be at Wicked Cheesesteaks with our friend Brian. And I'm doing a cheesesteak bang bang double header that day at Wicked in the daytime for a show, and then at night up in Delray Beach with our friend Evan Darnell of the Red Meat Lovers Club. Delray Beach Boxing Club is hosting with Red Meat Lovers Club their annual boxing and food battle competition. Tickets are still available at ribcagebattle.com, and this year's food item is cheesesteaks, and there's going to be 6 different restaurants taking part. Now, unfortunately, Brian and Wicked cannot take part, but joining us for the show on Thursday at Wicked along with Brian is a friend of his who operates Burger Stop, and they have a really good cheesesteak that has gotten notoriety lately because it's kind of broiled in duck fat or infused with duck fat, a duck fat cheesesteak. They're going to be taking part, and their owner is Michael Buczynski. He's going to be coming out to Wicked Cheesesteak and previewing the event on Thursday night with us. And Brian and Michael, even though they're both in the same realm of serving cheesesteaks, they're friends, and I love seeing that in the business where people actually get along and share notes and compare things and trends and things like that. So we'll sit down with the two of them and chow down on us on cheesesteaks on Thursday, and Thursday night up at the Delray Boxing Center. Amateur boxing along with the cheesesteak battle, along with the Burger Stop people. There's also going to be our friend Eddie with Dear Olivia, Eddie Pizzoli and Dear Olivia that just opened up in Parkland. They'll be there with a version of a cheesesteak. Also Warren, which is a whiskey bar and restaurant in Delray Beach, are taking part. And our friend Captain Ron, the guy with the big green egg. And we're going to do a show with Ron soon. He's grilling and chilling, and he takes part in a lot of events. He also was at the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival last week. So Thursday, big day, put it on your calendar. Go get your tickets now for ribcagebattle.com. And if you use the promo code Mayo, you'll get an extra $20 off the tickets for the cheesesteak event. A portion of those proceeds go to charity, a local charity up there that they fund a scholarship for culinary students. It's a good, worthwhile endeavor. So get your tickets today. And I did a post on the group about, you could use the promo code Mayo, but don't put mayo on my cheesesteak. I don't like mayonnaise anywhere near a cheesesteak. I do see some. Luby, do you ever do that? No, he didn't do that. What do you put on your cheesesteaks, Andy? What's
I like the whiz,
Whiz.
Yeah, and ketchup.
Whiz and ketchup.
Yeah.
Feh, as my grandmother used to say.
Oh, what, you like the provolone? You're doing
I like provolone.
There you go.
Onions, mushrooms, and hot cherry peppers all chopped up and blended.
You're going gourmet, though. We're going street.
You're talking to the gambling gourmet here.
Right,
So
right,
that's
right,
it.
right.
Defo, what kind of cheesesteak is your just basic?
Peppers, onions, mushrooms, cheese of any type.
Cheese,
not the whiz so much. I prefer provolone. I guess they put
provolone,
on there,
but the new thing that Brian is doing is the white American. They call it the Cooper
I
white.
could go for
Cooper
that.
white.
Yeah,
right,
that's good
Cooper
stuff.
white.
Yeah, that's kind of supplanted the
But
provolone.
definitely no
yes.
ketchup. That would be self-defeating at that point.
It's okay, Andy. It's
right.
It's like I tell people on the Let's Eat group. It's food is subjective. There are no wrong answers, but
I wouldn't put ketchup on eggs though, and a lot of people love it. So yeah.
I put ketchup.
And I'm a big fan of ketchup. I could drink it straight out of the bottle, but Yeah, cheesesteak. No, it should have that sort of onion flavor to it.
Yeah.
A little bit of grease.
Hey, one topic I wanted to hit on. Kind of. Joey mentioned the parking situation. Well, you mentioned it. It's weird here because they have meters on one side closest to the restaurant. On the other side, there are no meters. And this is one of the vagaries of Fort Lauderdale is that it's considered state property on the side facing the street. And
Oh, is that why?
it's basically against state statute to put up for cities to make revenue off state land. So that's why you'll see on Commercial Boulevard and also Oakland Park Boulevard, the strips of parking that are facing out towards the streets have no meters, but the ones that are facing along the stores are actually city property. So, of course, City of Fort Lauderdale, revenue hungry as always, puts meters up along all these places and enforces them. It trips a lot of people up because those who don't know or out of towners will see, they don't even think that the meters are on at a certain point, and then they get tech. Now, here they take certain measures to make sure that doesn't happen as much, but just be aware. It's one of those things. It's just like
My office was on Commercial Boulevard in front of the fish peddler for 10 years. And we had to deal with that with customers coming in. We'd asked them, we had a sign said, "Did you park at a meter?"
And if you did, feed the
did.
meter. Yeah,
feed the meter.
So, but another parking situation that was on the group the other day, and I hate when restaurants get dinged for parking or valet parking situations, but a guy, his beef was he used the valet parking at Shooters, which is a long-standing place.
Sure.
And now, you know how we sometimes see establishments charge credit card surcharges? Well, apparently the guy was ticked off because a $10 valet stand, he didn't have any cash on him. He went to use a credit card, and the guy said, "Oh, if you use a credit card, that's an extra $1.50, which is more than 3%, which is
15%.
That's 15%. So the guy threw a spit fit. And I don't know. I guess he had a point because at some point you should the restaurants, or if they're working with a valet company,
It's tough to go out these days. You just got to go out.
Yeah,
it's going to cost you money.
Well, I think life's too short to sweat over $1 or $1.50, and if you're going to spend $100 at a meal, don't let that deter you. But my other options were, hey, there's a public garage right around the
across
corner.
the street, I think.
Yeah, and I think you could get in there for less. And my other point was all these parking apps that you now have loaded on the phone, which I do.
I have 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, because it makes it convenient when you pull in a place, even a public parking garage, you use it. But do you notice that on those, they also add surcharges every time you use it because it's linked to a credit card. So $4 an hour becomes like $4.15 an hour. So it's just one of those things. It's the cost of doing business. Right?
I'm so confused in Hollywood whether or not I get a residential discount or not. I'm not sure.
How do you prove it?
I don't know.
Do they have agents around
to the city or something before you can do it? I haven't done it.
It's
so
there
you go.
It is definitely a minefield out of there. All right, let's take our second break. And before we do, let's talk real quickly about coming up Valentine's Day, a perfect time to, reward the loved ones in your life with the sweet, sweet beauty of chocolates, and not just any chocolates, but Norman Love confections. They are beautiful little like jewels, precious diamonds, painted beautiful different colors and shapes for Valentine's Day. They have all these different heart-shaped flavors. You can go online to normanloveconfections.com or go into one of their 2 dessert salons in the in the South Florida area, one in Delray Beach, one in Boca Raton. And then you can assemble your own box. They have, whether it's a 6-piece box, they've got a 10-piece box, they've got 25, whatever size you want. And you could make your own box for Valentine's Day. And they also have various assortments that are online on normanloveconfections.com. It is a great gift. Flowers wilt, but these chocolates are memorable, even though you'll devour them. It'll be there all year long. It is a great, great new these Norman Love confections just came to South Florida in the last couple of years, and it's a growing brand. And once you try them, you will be hooked. normanloveconfections.com. All right, let's take the second break, and then we'll get out of here on this edition of the Lunchbox.
Hey, Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see continue the legacy you have built. TransWorld can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at TransWorld Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligans, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to TransWorld to help sell. Contact TransWorld on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Juan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Juan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at juans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for a Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new birria tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices, served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, for great pizzas, pastas, and Italian comfort classics, you gotta check out Camille's Pizzeria and Restaurante. It just launched a great new happy hour on weekdays, 5 to 7 p.m., featuring all kinds of drink specials, $10 light bites, and a great 3 for $20 appetizer special. It's a true mom and pop shop run by a great couple, John and Maya. He grew up in Queens, and his pizzas and signature chicken parmesan are fantastic. Takeout and delivery available. Go to Camille's ftlauderdale.com for reservations and information. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox at the legendary Café Seville. Again, it's 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard, right in between Federal Highway and the Intracoastal. You can't miss it. Joey and crew, they work 6 nights a week, and you'll have a great time in here. I've never sent anybody here who's come out, like you said, that's come out dissatisfied. It's like almost 100% satisfaction.
That would be rare. I mean, look, not everything is for everybody. There's probably always somebody that I didn't really care for it, but I've been coming here. I was thinking now, how long has Joey had it? 29 years, is you were saying?
Since '98, so he's in his 28th year.
28th
the
year, yeah. So
restaurant-
it's around the time he purchased the place that I started coming in, and wow, I never can wait till I come back. That's how good it is. I have a few favorites around town that I've always supported, and make sure that if I'm looking for a special occasion, I want to go there. This place pops up first in my mind.
Yep.
Pretty much every time.
And I love this. And again, I forgot to thank Joey because he's been a original sponsor and backer of both the Gambling Gourmet segments that we used to do on the 940, and then also once we branched into the streaming world, Joey also has been a great loyal sponsor and supporter of the show. He also gets a kick out of the Let's Eat group, which is approaching 230,000 members today.
Wow.
I call that 230 is the dentist's favorite time. You know that? My father and grandfather were both dentists. You know why?
Why?
230. My tooth 30.
Oh,
it hurts.
Jesus. Oh,
It's
God.
such a bad. That's a
So
dad
dentist
joke.
humor is worse
Little
than
dentist.
bad humor.
Yes, dentist humor. I had to. My dad dragged me to the dental convention in New
Oh,
York
Jesus
every
Christ.
year. It was like a regional convention at the New York Hilton, and it just jokes like that lame all day. I couldn't wait to get out of there. But again, thanks to Joey for supporting us, and thank you to Andy and
no problem.
TransWorld. And we're going to do it again next month. Do you want to do the big reveal of next month's iconic eatery?
40 years.
50.
50, sorry.
Yeah, no, they're 40.
Oh, here 40,
Yeah.
but
But we're gonna-
50 years at Padrino's.
Yeah,
That's
well,
crazy.
nice.
I did not realize Padrino's
Yeah.
been around that
40 is big, and again, we see
Right.
Joey's 40, and
Yeah,
we
yeah.
raise it to
Yeah.
50. Padrino's Cuban
Padrino's.
cuisine, which is one of those spots, Steve-O, the original flagship location. They now have like 5 or 6
Yeah, they
around
do.
Broward, but Hallandale Beach Boulevard, right next to Old Monero's. Have you ever been in the original Padrino's?
Yeah, in fact, I was a big patron there. I lived not that close, but sort of on that parallel, a little bit west, and it was worth the trip. And I thought it was fantastic. I was relatively new to Cuban food at the time, and I could not believe how good it was. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
they
good.
probably maintained their quality all the way through. So well worth the salutation they're
Yeah.
going to get from TransWorld Business.
And one of those things, I didn't realize it's been around 50 years,
That's
but I guess
crazy.
it was 1976.
Jesus.
And that the Padrino family, it's now, I guess the restaurants are being overseen by Laura Padrino, a third generation of the family. We'll get their full backstory. And one of the reasons I love Padrino's, and they have one now at the Dania Point.
Yep.
That's the
Very
newest
good.
one. They
Go
still
there
have
often.
The one in Davie, the one by the golf
Plantation.
practice facility, is that called? They consider that plantation.
Plantation. It used to be
Okay.
in the fountains, and they moved. But it's again that Plantation one, very successful, recently redone. The Hallandale one, the original, they recently remodeled and refurbished that
Is
one.
it still buffet? Do they still do?
I don't know if they do the.
I thought
lunch
that was the
buffets.
greatest thing ever, a Cuban buffet.
I
Like, that
don't
was
know.
like the
They
best
used to
thing
do a
ever.
lunch buffet, but what they do is serve one of my favorite Cuban
Cubans.
sandwiches because they do it the proper way, which is with the sliced flat roasted pork along with the ham, not the shredded lechon asado, which
Yeah.
a lot. And I had a long discussion with Laura Padrino when we were talking about coming out to do the show, and because I at one point sang their praises on the Let's Eat group, and she was like, "Thank you for appreciating that." It's like, yes, that's the way a Cuban should be. None of this crumbled, the lechon asado. Yes, it's
It's
more
moist.
moist,
It's more
and,
moist.
and it has more fat. But that's
flavor.
not what my Cuban sandwich. I want it flat. I want it pressed. I want it elegant. I want it
Padrino's
like
is where you go.
and that's where you get it. So
It's great.
it's going
It's
to be a
great.
fun time
I'm
next
excited.
month. And if you have a suggestion for a place that you think
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
iconic out
That's cool.
there, just put it in the chat line
Yeah.
now, or send me an email at mikemayoeats@gmail.com. I do want to start roaming around all 3 counties. I have.
I was gonna say we
Yeah.
it is we call it of South Florida.
Yeah, and places that come to mind: Joe's Stone Crab
Well, yeah, we gotta do at least a Joe's.
and
That'd be good.
Okeechobee
That was
Steakhouse.
Okeechobee Steakhouse.
Which is also, I think, even older than Tropical Acres, where we've already been.
Nice.
But all kinds of places that nominees, what's the baseline? Like more than 25, 30
I would
years,
say 25.
Yeah.
Especially in South Florida. Look, when you go north in Broward, like in my childhood, it was still like Devo jokes. It was still like the Everglades past like University, like, and that's into the 80s, which isn't that long ago. So yeah, if
Right.
you can get to 25, 30 years in South Florida, that's
It's a
impressive.
long way.
I'm thinking of a place also like Runyon's out in Coral Springs. They
Yeah,
were one of the
Runyon, a
original fine
long time.
dining
Yep.
restaurants in Coral Springs, and
Yep.
I think they've been there since the mid
A
'80s. So
long time.
they're over 40 years now too. So
Yeah.
we salute.
There's a lot more in South Florida than people give us credit.
Yep.
Well, we salute anybody who's been able to run
Yes.
a successful
We've had
restaurant.
some good ones so far, though.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
had
you've done
some
a great
good ones.
job, and hopefully we keep it going.
All good. All right. Well, thanks again. And everyone, will see you tomorrow from Juan's. Until then, enjoy every sandwich.